In this video, we are going to see how to construct a DFA for any given language. Okay, so we'll go ahead with a specific example. Here we have to construct a DFA to recognize all strings over 0, 1 containing 1, 0 as a substring. So what does it mean? So what substring in the sense given a string, if I remove any of the head and trailing characters, the part of the string, remaining part of the string, we call it as a substring. Okay, so here what is the condition given for us? So I have to construct an automata that generates strings, but those generated strings must contain 1, 0 as the substrings. For example, here this can be a string which is a very simple, which contains only 1, 0, or it can have 0, 1, 0, 0. So whatever it can be, but a 1, 0 should be part of the string that is generated by the automaton. So from this example strings, what do we infer? So whatever string that is generated, no problem, but 1, 0 must be part of it. So 1, 0, the string 1, 0 must be there in the automaton. So we take this as a base 1. So 1, 0, we'll have two transition, one for the input symbol 1 and another for symbol 0. Since we have to make transitions, we are including transition for two input symbols, we'll have three states, right? So first we'll introduce three states like this. Okay, and we'll name the edges accordingly. Why I'm naming it as 1, 0? Because I'm going to construct a DFA that is going to recognize all strings generated over the alphabet 0, 1, which contains 1, 0 as the substring. So 1, 0 must be there. So I'm taking this as a template 1, 0, right? So I'm starting from the starting state, it goes to the accepting state, because then only it can be accepted by the automata. Okay, so now what about DFA? DFA must have one transition for every input symbol present in the input alphabet. So when I consider the state A, so here I have a transition for the input symbol from state A. But what about the alphabet set here? Here the alphabet consists of two input symbols, namely 0 and 1. But the state A has transition only for the input symbol 1, right? So okay, fine. So now I have to include transition for the other input symbol 0. We have to find the possibilities. We do not know where the transition leads to. Okay, so first we will have this as a default rule. First we will try to include a transition to itself. Self loop we will include. If it violates the condition, then we will try to make a forward edge. That is to the states that comes after the particular state. Okay, then if we will take the transition which does not violates the condition. If all the forward reference or all the forward edges that leads to a conflict, then we'll go ahead with the backward reference. I am repeating. First, while introducing transition for the new missing input symbols, first we'll try to introduce a self loop. If it does not violate the condition, if the condition gets satisfied, we'll leave it as such and go for the next state. If it is not so, we'll go for a forward. We'll keep on adding the forward edge to all the states that comes after the current state. If any of those forward edges satisfies the constraint, no problem, we'll go ahead with the next one. If it is not so, then we have to go with the forward reference. Okay, backward reference. So okay, first we'll by default as inform, we'll try to have a self loop. What is the missing input symbol here for the state A? Already I have a transition for 1, so we don't have transition for the input symbol 0, so I'll include. So if I include an edge like this, it is a loop. Also it can be repeated. It is same as that of our programming language loop statement. It can be repeated for any number of times. So it can generate. Now after including this edge, now this given DFA is capable of generating strings of this form 0, 1, 0. If I take this loop once, if I take this loop twice, then I'll be getting the string 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. If I take this loop thrice, then I'll be getting a string like this. Okay, so anyhow, what are all the string that is generated by this automaton after including this edge? It contains the substring 1, 0. So I don't have any issue of introducing an edge here. So we'll leave it. Now, when we observe the diagram, the state A has two transitions, one for the input symbol 0 and another for 1. Thus, we move to the next state, say B. So when we observe the state B, we have a transition for the input symbol 0. We don't have transition for the input symbol 1. So we have to include it. So first while I'll go with the self loop. When I include this 1, what are the possible strings it can generate? 0, 1, 1, 0. Again, this is, since it is a loop, any number of instances of 1 can occur. 0, 1, 1, 0 or 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So whatever it may be, when we observe the string, it contains 1, 0 as a substring. Hence, this transition is a valid transition. I need not change this transition. Next, we have to consider the state C. C does not have any transition for the input symbol 0 and 1. So, I will include a self loop. Okay. So, here you can combine the self loop, that is the input symbols like the 0, 1. So, it means that it generates all possible strings of zeros and ones. So no problem. Already I will get a substring 1 0 because starting from the starting state, now I am in the accepting state. So whatever string I get after that, it is of no problem. It is not going to influence the string that is generated because already the pattern 1 0 is generated. So self loop is sufficient here. So thus we are able to construct a DFA that recognizes all strings over 0, 1 containing 1 0 as a substring. So it is applicable for all the cases. What we have to do? First you have to take the base condition. Base condition is nothing but we will construct a DFA for the given substring. Then we will check for every state that is present in the DFA whether it has transition for all the input symbol. If there is any missing transition, we have to. To include the missing transition, the following norms can be followed. First, we can check for the self loop. If that self loop does not violate any condition, we can leave it and go for the next one. If it violates, then we can try to include some forward edges. That is, we can have a transition to all the states that comes after it. If any of those edges is a valid one, yes, that's good. Else, we have to try the remaining possibilities by including an edge to all the edges that comes before the current state. Right? So that's it.